Alright, so I'm going to do a quick little demonstration of my new pedal board that I've been putting together. Here's a little clip of me playing through it, and then I'll go through and explain what's what as far as the board itself. Okay, so here's the new board, and it kind of goes right to left and top to bottom as far as the signal flow. So first things first, this is a little custom, this one's mine, switcher that I had Dan at This One's Mine make for me. This is to allow me to switch between the lap steel and the standard electric. So we come into the This One's Mine switcher, and out of there goes to the LBP-1, the linear power booster by Electro-Harmonix, and that gives just opportunity to do a little solo boost and a little grit potentially in front of the amp. Next, this one's a lot of fun. This is a Big Muff Pi clone that my cousin Jamie hand built as a clone kit, and then my wife Sarah hand painted it. So you can see the purple fuzzy monster that she hand painted on there for me. I'm really excited about that. I think it turned out great as far as the paint and everything. And then we follow the cables down and around. This is the Arion SCH-1 analog chorus pedal, and it's a little bit beat up, showing its age a little bit, but it still sounds beautiful. And then finally the TC Electronic Flashback delay, and that's been great fun. That's the latest edition. And then right now that's just going out to my amp, which is a Vox Pathfinder, and this is an inexpensive little amp, solid state, but it sounds great at low volumes, and it has built-in tremolo and spring reverb, which I like a whole lot, and I've been kind of using those. Up on the top of the amp you can see a couple of little toys. I've got my glass slide rather, little glass wine bottle slide, and another length of copper tubing as a slide. I got a shove purse bar for the lap steel. And finally the EBO, favorite toy for sure, for ambient stuff. And I'll give a little taste and listen to how each of these sound being played through here. Alright, there's not a whole lot on the board right now. It's pretty easy to run through. First things first, this is This One's Mine switcher that I talked about. So here's guitar, and then if I switch it over it goes red, and that would be the channel that the lap steel would be plugged into. I've just got the electric plugged in right now, so great flexible little piece. Next is the linear power booster. So there's with it's on, there's with it off. It's pretty clean, gets maybe a little gritty at higher volumes. It's kind of nice because the lap steel's output is a little bit lower. It's just a single P90 in the lap steel that I'm playing right now. So I can kick that on for sort of level matching and if I want a solo boost. The next one is that Big Muff clone. So here, with it off, and it's got the purple fuzzy monster on there, so of course that's good. The Arion chorus pedal. Right now I've got everything running off a one-spot power supply, and that's working great for everything except for this pedal. It's hard to hear, but you can hear some clock noise in there from that, and so I'm thinking I may want to run that on a 9-volt adapter or get another adapter for that or something. So it's usable right now, but not super clean. But it still sounds just beautiful. So here it is without it. And here it is with it. I'll turn the depth up some so you can really hear it. And then finally, the flashback, delay, and looper. A lot of fun. A couple weird little quirky things about this pedal. It's got an audio tap thing, so you press and hold, and then you can, you basically strum to tap the tempo in. And it's got a bunch of different delay models on it. That was the tape setting. The 2290 is kind of the classic Edge U2 thing, and it does have the dotted eighths setting as well as a dotted eighth plus standard setting. One of the things I really like about this pedal, I think the tape setting is actually really beautiful with the delay time turned way up and the feedback way up and the FX level kind of, 3/4 or so. Basically as a looping pedal, still using delay but using it as a looper for doing things. So here's a little taste. Last piece, and this is not a standard kind of configuration for me, but this is fun for sometimes. This is the Korg Monotron little mono synth, and it has an auxiliary input. So if I want to have some fun, I can take the cable out between the chorus and the delay and pop this in its place, so the chorus pedal can feed the Monotron, and then the output of the Monotron can just go back into the delay pedal. Both of those pedals are stereo, and the Monotron needs a stereo input and output because it's just standard headphone jack stuff. So then it can kind of just sit in there. If I tuck the cables around, I can kind of get it placed in there better. But this is kind of fun. It allows you to run stuff through the Monotron's filter, and you can do stuff with just the Monotron itself. So that's kind of fun just by itself, but then when you start running guitar through it, you can get some interesting stuff happening as well. So I'll just do a quick little thing of guitar running through it. here's another example of that. And add some delay. And I can actually set the tempo of the flashback with the pulses from that. I'm going to switch the delays, or the division on the delay. Anyway, so that's the rig with the Monotron in there. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, not something I would use all the time, but definitely a lot of fun for experimental stuff.